You might remember last week I made this adorable card for my sister-in-law, and it's going to go out to her on Monday, and I hope she loves it. And I used what I call our Color Families Designer Series paper. What that means is then all of our color families, we have the brights, the subtles, the neutrals, the regals. We have pieces of paper in each of those packages that are in those colors. And so we use this. And then, of course, I put the little Band-Aids on the inside. I can't wait for her to dump those out. That's going to be hilarious. So she's going to get that. So I wanted to bring this paper in again, and this time I'm going to use the, last week I used the Brights and the Regals, and this week I'm going to use the In Color. But I do have paper shares available of these patterns. If you're interested, you get a sheet of each pattern in the package. So we've got the polka dot pattern and the stripes of all the colors. So I think in a total you get, if I remember correctly, it's 90 sheets or something like that. I can't remember off the top of my head, but it's like 80 or 90 sheets of paper. And I sell these on my blog along with the In Color ribbon sampler. If you're interested in that, you get 2.5 yards of each color, and you can find them in my store at barbstamps.com/shop. That's my shameless plug for that. So we are using the In Color papers on the project today. And we are going to use, gosh, I'm sure it's everyone's favorite color, Hydrangea Hue. It's so pretty. It's just like the most beautiful periwinkle color. And so I have a piece of Hydrangea Hue. This happens to be 4 1/4 by 11. Doesn't need to be. It can be 8 1/2 by 5 1/2. It doesn't make any difference. I just had this in my drawer, so I pulled it out. I also have a white layer for the inside, which is 4 by 5 1/4. And then we have the piece of Designer Series paper. It's got the large polka dots on one side and the small dots on the other. And this measures, can't remember. It's 4 inches by 2 1/4 inches. So 4 by 2 1/4. And then I've got a 3/4 by 4 that we're going to put on the white layer. I think, Dawn, you are correct. I think everybody does like that color. It's so pretty. Okay. And then I have a piece. Why do I have this? Oh, for stamping. Duh. Okay. So those we don't need right now. Peaceful Pine is another fantastic one. I've also got a couple little strips of black, like maybe 1/4 inch by 4. And then we've got some scraps. So let's go ahead and do some stamping on our scraps. Okay, we're going to use black. Use your favorite black ink. The one I'm using is Memento. It does remind me a little bit of boho blue also, but it's a little bit prettier, I think, than boho blue. Do I have a sample of boho blue in this drawer? Sometimes I have some old cardstocks that I use for like designing things. And I'm looking through all my scraps here, but I don't think I do have a boho blue in here. I don't. It's similar to it, definitely. Okay, so we're going to also bring in, of course, the Hydrangea Hue, the new ink pad. So this is the magnetic one. So we just open that up. Whoops, I like to flip it over. Sharon says she loves my DSP shares. Thanks for doing them. You are so welcome. It's a great way to get a little sampling of everything without spending all the money. That way you can see like what papers do you really like, because the camera just, let's be honest, it doesn't do those papers justice. And so it's so nice to get a sampling. All right, so I've got the 2 of the vases that are in the Garden Gatherings set, and we're going to use them both. And there we go. So we're going to die cut those. And I also need my little water lines. Here's one, and here's the other. So we're going to add the water lines also to these pieces. And so there's one. Okay, and here is another. There we go. And then we're going to die cut these. So we'd cut them apart. And then we would bring in the coordinating dies from the Garden Gatherings bundle, which is these 2 pieces here. And then I already have those done right there. So we can save those for another project. Then we're going to bring in the 2 floral pieces. And I'm going to do both of these in black. So I'm going to start out with this little one here. I don't know what this is. I don't know what any of these flowers are. And maybe they're not anything specific. Maybe they're just some random flowers. I don't know. All right. So one on each piece of white. And I'm going to bring in the little flowers that go over the top. So we've got the 4 little flowers here. Again, I don't know what they're called, but this is such an easy set to use. As you're coming down, like to put your stamp over the top of this piece here, the 2 larger flowers have little centers in them, and these little black dots will go right in the centers. And then the other 2 flowers will just go right to the top of the flower tops here. So let me line that up and stamp that. And then this one here, I have found that all these teeny tiny little black dots go like in the centers of these. And I need to get my head a tiny bit closer in order to get that to come out. And then of course, we already have those die cut. And I have found that, oh, I was doing a little bit of coloring on that one. Maybe I should cut out the other one instead. We'll see. That the color does lighten up quite a bit as it dries. As it gets completely dry, the color lightens up like a lot. Unless we can just cover that up. We'll see if we can cover that up. So we're going to set those aside. And then I have a sentiment here out of the scalloped blooms. I wanted a thinking of you. Again, I have just been making a lot of the cards that I make these days. I'm sending to my sister-in-law. So I wanted to use the thinking of you. And so I pulled that out of the scalloped blooms. I love the font. And of course, I love the sentiment of it. And so I'm just going to stamp that on my scrap. And then I'm going to fussy cut this one out. So let me go ahead and put my ink pads away. Did you notice I didn't get any ink on my hand from this pad? It's just brilliant. I love it. Okay, so where are my good scissors? They're right around here somewhere. Okay, so I am just going to kind of go around this here. Pretty quickly. We'll see. I'm not trying to screw it up. We'll see what happens here. Sometimes we screw it up on accident. Oops, that was a little bit high above that K. Come back down here. And I don't do this kind of thing too often as far as fussy cutting around a sentiment, but sometimes it's necessary. Okay. We'll come in here. We'll come up the T right there. There we go. And we'll finish around the bottom here. I don't always think about cutting out the sentiments, but it does look nice sometimes when you do this. But of course you don't have to. You could just put it on a layer of card, just put it on a strip and then call it good. All right, we'll come up around the end here. And there we go. So there's our thinking of you. Now we have our 2 vases and our flowers. We've got our 2 strips of black. So I'm going to bring back this polka dot hydrangea hue here. And I'm going to add a little bead of glue there. And then I'm going to add that. I just want a tiny bit of the black to show. Just enough to hide the hydrangea hue so it blends in better. All right. And we'll get this little strip on here. And there we go. Okay. And then we've just got, since, cutting paper is hard to get it completely even. So I do have a tiny little skosh to clip off there on the edge. And I think on this side as well. That one I think is good. Okay. So we would bring this in here and we're going to add it to the front. Definitely below center. So maybe, I don't know, 3/4 of an inch-ish from the bottom. So something, oops, we need to push that. Okay, there we go. And then I'm going to put both of my little vases on here, and I'm just going to try to figure out how I want to put everything in. I think I need to put this big one, a big set of flowers into the big vase. And then this little set, and look at that, I can cover up my little spot there. Where I tried to color that with, I tried to color it with the shimmer brush, and then I didn't like how it looked, so is what it is. And you know what, maybe I don't care that it's there. Or you know what, I do care, and I'm going to do this. We're going to cut it out, because I do care. I decided, in true Barb fashion, that I'm too anal to let that go. So let me get the die out here, and since we have our little Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine so close, we should be able to cut this out. I think that's gonna look okay. Where did I put my Post-it tape? Because I need a couple of pieces of that. Okay. Bring in our plates, plop them together, and we'll roll this through. And then I don't have to mess around with where I can put this to try to hide my little mistake. There we go. Okay. Alrighty, now we're in business. Okay, so now maybe we'll stick that one on the edge. I don't remember how I had planned it out earlier today when I was working on this. I had done it a certain way and then I forgot. So I think that was my plan. I'm going to scooch it over just a little bit, and then I'm going to put this on here like that. So, and then I do have this in a few different colors to show you. So I'm going to add some adhesive to the back of this. And then we can just stick that onto the flowers. And then if we have to trim off the bottom of the flowers, we can, but it looks like we're going to be safe. All right, so let's bring in some dimensionals, because we will pop these up a little bit. And this big piece here, we can use large dimensionals. And then this one, we'll see what we can do here. We might need to use some minis at some point. Yeah, we're going to throw a mini up here at the top of this little flower here, which I don't know what it is. What do you guys think those are? If you had to guess, what kind of flowers would you think these are? Because I don't have any idea. Okay, so we decided that we were going to do something like this. And I think I want this one just a little bit above the other one. Okay. And then my sentiment is just going to go right across the whole thing. So I'm going to put some glue right here, and then I'm going to put some dimensionals along the word. So again, we can just use the edges of these minis, because these edges, you can just cut them to whatever size you need, which is really helpful. And that, I think, is all we're going to need, because like I said, we're going to put some glue also on it. But I did get a little tiny bit right there. Okay, and a little bit of glue right here on the end. Okay, so is that straight? I think it is. Okay, somebody said they're just generic flowers. Francie says she thinks they're just generic, or wild flowers that Joyce says. They could be any of those things. I wasn't sure if they were like a specific kind of flower, because I have no idea. Okay, so now I'm going to bring in some little gems here. Of course, these are our little in color gems. And I'm just going to put these right over these little polka dots that are already on the paper, so that we don't like mess up the whole theme kind of here. And then I think I'm just going to go this one right underneath also. So there we go. And then the inside, I just took another little strip of that paper. I think this is about a 1/2 inch by 4. And I did the same thing. I just stamped the little vase, put the little water inside, and then added the flowers. And then I'll write her a nice little note, giving her hopefully a smile for the day when she gets it. And let me stick this on the inside, and then I'll bring in my hat. Like I said, I have a couple others that I did in some other color combinations. All right, so there is the hydrangea hue. Here is the golden glow that I did. This one I just used a single vase. And then I used the little die cut black leafy pieces, and then the little flowers I cut out of the shimmer paper. So these flowers, I mean, even though they're kind of plain, they do have that shimmer behind them, which makes them really fun. And then the inside, I just did the same thing, double stamped the little leafy piece there with the vase, and then another one of those shimmery flowers. And then I did one in crisp cantaloupe also. And this one I did try to stamp a few things on the vase. I stamped this little tiny flower up here at the top. I just kind of masked it off from the other ones and then stamped it kind of around the vase just to add a little pizzazz to it, I guess. And then my little sentiment here, and then I did the same thing on the inside. But yeah, how fun is that? So those are some in color cards, again, using that in color polka dot paper